All right, big news on LinkedIn over the last couple months. It was announced that they hit 1 billion users. And the other major stat is only about 1% of those billion users are actually posting on a regular basis. So if you're looking to figure out how you can leverage the power of LinkedIn to grow your influence to your niche audience, well, I'm going to break down one of the features. It's called LinkedIn Live. Let's go. LinkedIn Live, this is the Reader's Digest version. We're going to get into specifically how you can set up your LinkedIn Live for success, a couple quick steps. The other thing we're going to talk about is specifically the marketing aspect of it on LinkedIn. And then the third and final step is we're going to dive in and get nerdy about the analytics. So let's get into the setup. So here we go for the setup. What we're going to be able to do is specifically look at the creator mode. So creator mode is something that you'll need to set up in order to do the LinkedIn Live. Once you get the creator mode set up, it's really easy from that point on. The other opportunity that you're going to need to do is once that creator mode set up, you're going to have a third-party tool. So for LinkedIn Live, they don't have a feature like YouTube where you can just go, hey, we're going to go live. You have to have a third party that you're streaming through. So there's definitely a couple different options out there. My favorite that I've been using for the last couple of years is StreamYard, and they've got some great setups, different setups that you can do. So really depending on the format and what you're trying to do for your LinkedIn Live, if you've got guests, if you've got multiple guests, if it's just you, if you're sharing your screen, StreamYard's a great solution for that. And the great thing about StreamYard too is you can stream on multiple platforms. So if you have a YouTube channel, if you have Instagram, they just went vertical on Instagram for StreamYard. So if you're able to leverage a StreamYard, it's going to make things so much easier, and you're going to have multiple platforms, right? So you're going to be able to get out to more audience, right? And that's always what you want to do when it comes to LinkedIn Live. And the other great thing, and that's a great segue here, is on the marketing aspect of it. So when it comes to LinkedIn Live, get the event set up, there's a lot of great opportunities to really maximize those 1 billion users, right? You're not going to try to reach all those 1 billion users, but when you're reaching out specifically to your key audience that you're trying to educate and influence for your LinkedIn Live, it does a great job of being able to promote your event, right? So you can share it on LinkedIn. You can repost to a feed. You can actually send your LinkedIn Live, send a message directly to your prospect, right, to your customer to join. It's again, think of it as like a Facebook event, right? So you're going to invite as many people of your audience to it, and it's a great way. You can copy your link, share it. You can post it on Twitter. Again, you can post it on Facebook as well. So it's a really great way to maximize multiple platforms. And again, the opportunity is where you can actually invite your connection. So as you're developing your relationships on LinkedIn, right, what a great opportunity to be helpful, to provide value, and actually invite them back to your LinkedIn Live. And think of it as like a series, right? I mean, obviously, you're going to want to check the metrics, and we're going to talk about the metrics here in a moment and the analytics. But what you're going to want to be able to do is create that series, right? So think of it as like a TV series, right? It's every week or every month, depending on what your cadence is. But I'd recommend creating a series of these LinkedIn videos so you help build audience. It's just not one and done. Let's get into the analytics for a moment, because there's some really impactful analytics that you can get specifically out of this LinkedIn Live. And what I love about this too is not only do you have the total number of attendees, you have the total unique events, and then you can start looking at the job function, right? And then as you can see up on the screen, we had 32 unique visits. We had 49 overall visits. And then it gives you some peak metrics down here at the bottom. So at the peak for this particular LinkedIn Live, we had 18 peak live viewers. And the other opportunity is this is the minutes lifetime. So once you do a LinkedIn Live, what's going to happen is it's still going to be on your channel, right? So anybody comes to your channel, they can watch it. If someone has that link, they can go back there and watch it as well, right? So it's a great opportunity, but the metrics are very strong. You can really dig in there from an analytical perspective to understand. Obviously, for most LinkedIn Lives, what's going on is once you launch, the first 5 minutes, you're going to get people joining, people watching, people attending. So I would recommend for the first 5 minutes, once you do your LinkedIn Live, just get it going, right? Kind of get some filler time for that first 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, get into what you're trying to present in there. And then as I scroll through the metrics here, you can see, hey, we had 24 reaction, we had 10 comments. And what I liked about this too, you had 4 people that shared it. And the other opportunity, the other great thing too, is you can look at the demographics of your viewer. So obviously being a marketing specialist, that was one of the top ones, salespeople, business strategists. So you can really get into it. So again, if you're looking to really maximize the exposure of what you're doing on LinkedIn, think about LinkedIn Live. Obviously, we covered the setup, the marketing aspect of it, also the analytics. This is an impactful platform. And when you're streaming on like StreamYard, you can go multiple channels, right? So that's the other great thing about LinkedIn Live is you're going to be live on LinkedIn, but you can also potentially be on Instagram. You can also be on YouTube, obviously. So as you map out your LinkedIn Live strategy for this year and next year, if this video has been helpful, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Bye for now.